Hey everybody, welcome to my live stream of Tekken 7. There's no one in yet.
悪なき闘争と反逆血の宿命だ。
私の愛する平八さんはやがて世界を戦乱に巻き込み多くの犠牲を生むでしょう。
貴様何者じゃ。
我は剣を極めし者なる。
全ては動き出した。もう誰も止めることはできない。
Thanks for tuning in for my live stream. I am here playing Tekken 7, and I'm just going to talk about why I love this franchise so much. But man, I have to tell you, it's been a long time coming since Tekken 7 has hit the store shelves and everybody's buying them in bulk. And I'm happy for this franchise. And I'm really excited to play and give you my commentary on story mode most of all. And on top of that, any other things. And I wish you could see the bottom of my desk. I had it all Tekken out. Well, I'll just bring one item at a time to show you. But thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the live stream. So let's let the demo run for a bit.
「それだけのこと」「決着をつけるとするか」
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Asuka Kazama. Get ready for the next battle.
Unrelenting.
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. Perfect. You win.
今日はこんぐらいで許したるわ。
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. KO. You win.
今日はこんぐらいで許したるわ。
来よったか。始めるとするか。
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. You win.
弱いわ。
我は剣を極めし者。うぬらの無力さ、その体で知れ。
Round 1. Fight.
Thanks for joining my stream, viewer. Right now I'm playing a little arcade mode, but this thing is really about me, why I love the franchise. You can ask your questions, go ahead.
KO. Round
what's up? Thanks for the laugh, I guess.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Oh, I dropped that combo. Nasty. Okay. I'm gonna lose. I might lose this round.
KO. Round 4. Fight. You win.
Okay, that was fun playing arcade mode.
Game over.
So I'm going to be playing starting mode, and I'm going to give you a little bit of my commentary of the whole thing. And you can clearly see that I already beat starting mode because, just to let you know, they had... I got it on the PS4 Pro, the game. Here's the weird thing about Tekken. The game runs fine in 60 frames per second on all consoles, including PC. The only thing is, you're just going to have some graphics drops here and there on certain consoles, like the Xbox took the most hit out of it. Xbox One took the most hit out of the graphics. But for me, I don't really care about the graphics. It's a matter about frames per second on a game, for a fighting game at least. So if this game runs all 60 frames per second throughout all the consoles, that's great. That's fucking perfect. And yes, I did swear, and I'm sorry for that. But yeah, it's great that it runs 60 frames per second in all various consoles. So I'm gonna play story mode, and I'm gonna give you a little commentary behind the story mode. And like I said, I already passed it because Namco had this rule for a week that you cannot broadcast story mode at all. And if you do, your page will get shut down. So I'm like, okay, week has passed, and I want to do story mode so badly. I was gonna stream it, and originally I was gonna stream last Saturday, but things came up. I'm gonna be honest. I went to see Wonder Woman with a friend. It was freaking awesome. That's all I want to say. Wonder Woman was awesome. So, like, I digress. I'm gonna play story mode, and I'm gonna give some commentary of why I love the franchise. And like I said in the comments below, or the description below, ask me any questions throughout the whole thing, and I will answer. So let's start from the prologue. If you're not familiar with the franchise, it's understandable because America mainstream.
I remember receiving
Street
my
Fighter more
first
than
letter
any other
from
game.
my son a few years back. Scribbled on it were the words, "I love you." I was so happy, I cried.
I did like the take on the story mode too.
At the time, I believed that love was
You're,
all anyone needed.
Your point of view is the eyes
For
of
some
some
years
random
now,
character. You're
I've
not
been
even gonna play
investigating
as or
a certain
anything.
father and son.
And
I managed to
the
get a
great thing
hold
about
of the
him
first
is
letter the
he's
boy
a
wrote
journalist,
to his father.
a guy looking for a scoop.
It said, "Father, one day,
I will tear you to pieces.
So, backstory is, this story takes place in Tekken 1. I'm going to even label out which games it takes place. So this part takes place in Tekken 1.
貴様のせいで母さんは。
聞かぬわ小賢しい生まれ変わって出直してこい
The famous throwing off the castle scene. This scene is perfect, especially with the memes I like. It shows Harihachi with the Tekken 7 logo and the Street Fighter 5 logo on the ragdoll corpse of young Kazuya. Like, that's just a perfect fitting. And this is a hard decision. You have to push 2 buttons to throw him off the clip, but you have to throw him off the clip. Because if you don't throw him off the clip, the story doesn't progress. But this does take place in Tekken 1. And then he comes back in Tekken 1. He comes back in Tekken 1 as a teenager or an adult. And yeah, and the whole series starts from there. So that's a good way to introduce the series from there. So this takes place literally after Tekken Tag Tournament 2. And the weird thing about Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and 6, it's canon. And I'm like, I can't believe that's canon. So that's cool. So in Tekken 6 or 7, no, Tekken 6, I think it's 6 or Tag. No. It's Tekken 6. Jin fights this demon in Egypt or whatever, beats it, and he's been missing ever since. No one knows where he is. And all the stories of endings of Tekken 6 and 7 not 7, sorry. And Tekken Tag, they're all canon, and somewhat in a retrospect.
As leader of the Mishima Zaibatsu, Jin Kazama plunged the world.
And the cool thing about the story is that most fighting game
sent
stories,
the human race
it's
to hell.
corporations fighting
Also,
against each
he
other
conceived.
that try to fight each other for turf.
Fear
It's a
and
real
hatred
war with the
enveloped
family
globe,
against each other. They basically
filling it with despair.
took a family squabble and they made
Just
it bigger.
as Jean predicted.
Like, if there's going to be a family squabble, we're dragging everybody down with it. And that's what's so great. And the cool thing is, over time, the more you play, the more you play, the more you play the series, it gets bigger and bigger, and characters get added, of course, and they become part of the story of
the
the
world
fighting.
really be
So
considered saved?
Nina joins in with
The
you
war
know the
that
mission of
Jin
Saibatsu
began
because Jin was running it.
has now evolved into a battle between the Mishima Zaibatsu and G Corporation.
Real funny.
One which has kept the wheels
More or
of
less,
turmoil
because this is like a three-way
spinning
war.
day today.
Because
It's winner take all.
and
the
the
prize
corporation was owned by
is world
Harihachi, but
domination.
Harihachi was gone in per se.
G, the one who started it.
I'm sorry if there's
has
gonna be
gone
spoilers throughout the
missing
whole
in the
thing
Middle
because,
East.
to be honest, this
His
game has
whereabouts
been long
remain
overdue.
unknown,
You guys should have been
but
playing
his
1 through 6 a
disappearance
long time
has
ago.
tipped the scales.
I feel bad if you
G
feel like you're
Corp's
getting
favor.
spoiled on spoilers are coming. No, too bad. Like I said, the franchise has been out for years, since back in the 90s. So Jin's disappearance and no one knows where he's at. On top of that, during that time,
Increase surveillance.
there was a G corporation, and that's owned by Kazuya. Kazuya was getting hunted down by them, but he ends up turning the tide and takes over. So now it became a war of G Corp, Kazuya, and the Mishima Zaibatsu, that's Arihachi, you see there, he's back alive. The thing that's sad about seeing Arihachi sometimes when I play the newer Tekken games is in Tekken Tag 2, because the original voice actor who played him passed away, so they had to change his voice with some new guy. And the voice actor they got is the voice actor who plays Joestar in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Still eludes me. That day, I was reporting from a battlefield, gathering
Like I
news
said,
about
it's
the
cool
war
that they're
to
doing
bring
this
to the
whole
world. When I
whole
headed
story
back
with
to
the
the barracks,
photographer instead of
a
some
message
random,
was waiting
like,
for me.
you know, this is
I was
literally
dumbstruck.
first person view as a journalist, and that's great.
How
Instead
could
of
my
doing a third
hometown
person
have
view
come
and
under
all that
attack?
from the other Tekken games.
When I returned, nothing was as I remembered. The roads used to be quiet, hardly a car in sight. But now tanks and armored vehicles line the streets.
And the story about
like an
this
iron
dude is,
wall.
I think they're going to mention why he hates the
Though it was
Zaibatsu,
noon,
not the G
a
Corp.
thick fog of ash enveloped the sky in darkness. The blackened trees, the burning ground, the pungent, burnt air. The place I once called home was now just an ashen field. And streets echoed with the
Depends how my
memories of
schedule is,
playing
dude.
children
Yeah, this guy
and
who's
delivery
messaging me
trucks.
throughout the whole thing, he's a co-worker of
Everyone
mine,
I
and we're
loved
supposed to do a
had been
project
lost
together,
in the
but,
past.
you know, like I said, work and life.
That day,
Let's see if I can
my
get
old
around to it.
life
Sorry,
ended,
dude. I know
and
I've
a
been
new one
prolonging it.
began.
I've just been really busy.
In my loneliness and despair, a hatred grew inside me.
Ooh, this is unofficial sponsorship, but I do have to say, for me, when I play Tekken games, the best controller for me has to be the Hirori Pro Fighter Stick. You can find it. It's called the Pro Pad by Hirori. I'm using the old version. The U version, I'm going to end up buying it soon at Evo in Las Vegas, or maybe just online. So, yeah, AX is coming around the corner. That's cool. I'm going to be there only for one day, though. I'm going to be there on June 2nd, on a Sunday, because I asked for that day off for a different event, but I couldn't get tickets for it, so I'm just going to AX just to mess around, just to go. Alright, I'll tell you this much. First time, I feel bad for you because right now there's no good panels anymore, and it became Comic-Con, so have fun with that. AX became Comic-Con. It's nothing but corporations and those fake cosplay models. No offense, I have a few friends who do cosplay models, but they're just using cosplay models as an excuse.
What are you
for
doing?
stuff.
Catch
And
it,
then on top
quick.
of that, I just don't like AX the way it is anymore, but I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about why I love this franchise while playing. So the reason why there's a red alert, the reason there's a red alert on him, on Harihachi, is because he was technically supposed to be dead. And Jin took over the corporation because he was next in line, because Kazuya was missing, and Jin was the last blood relative, and he ended up doing a hostile takeover, basically. Like, okay, Harihachi's not here, who's gonna stop me? A few people try to stop him, he beat the crap out of them, and he took over from there,
Pain in the neck.
and they like his views on the war should stop. Like, here's the cool thing about the main protagonist characters, they're not all good. There's not a super good. There's anti-hero, there's villain, and there's just a complete jerk. There's no good or evil in this game. It's all, I hate to say this, all different shades of gray. There is no good guy at all in Tekken. And that's what I like about it. It's all real. It's like, there is no super good like you with a headband or Chun-Li being the ultra fuck. None of that. No. It's just straight out revenge plot.
Fight.
You can notice my left hand corner, it's on easy mode because one, I could do all most of the combos, but I'm not a Harihachi player, so I can't do any of his cool tricks like everybody else could. So I'd rather just put it on easy because it'll DOA is okay. If you're talking about 5, it's pretty decent. I like it. It reminds me of Virtual Fighter, but to the 10th degree. But I was mostly of a DOA player since DOA 3. That was the one on Xbox, I believe. On the original Xbox. And that one was really fun. But DOA today, I got nothing against it. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't really play DOA. Because like I said, I'm more of a Tekken player because Tekken is just Tekken. That's all I have to say. And so DOA is fine if you like playing counters all day, because that's what the game's mostly about. It's about reading the opponent and doing counters all day. Tekken is about reading the opponent, dodging,
now, Heihachi
and picking your right moment and opportunity to strike. That's what I like about Tekken. Patience pays off in Tekken. And it's aggressive patience. See? I waited for her to kick. She's gonna do an attack. I should have blocked that. There, she blocked that. She's gonna do that. Stop. She's about to get that. See, patience pays off. And then rage isn't too loose.
Fight.
Block, the attack, and then the cool thing about rage guards are they are blockable. But when someone does a mid attack and use it, you do get chip damage because it's an armor. But you can keep going.
Jin が消息不明である今、三島財閥を立て直せるのはわしを置いて他におるまい。
Tekken is there is good story with each character when you beat their game, and these two have a history. She tried to assassinate him one time, then she's like, then he realized how much she was worth, so he hired her. Simple as that. So, throughout the whole series, Tekken was mostly a revenge plot between the two. You have Heihachi throwing Kazuya off the cliff. Kazuya goes back for revenge and throws him off the cliff from the second game. Then when the second game starts, Heihachi goes back for his revenge and it goes back and forth. Until Tekken 3 was different because Tekken 3 was different is Jin was born. He was growing up. His mother passes away of unknown circumstances. They don't even know if she passed away or not. Kazuya abandoned him, of course, for his own greed, and then Heihachi was left. And Jin wanted
you want to hold a
answers
tournament
and
now,
revenge.
like this?
And the cool thing about this one is the tournament is involved, but you don't play in the tournament. You don't play the tournament at all. So the tournament's going on in the background. It's a minor thing in this thing.
Reports on the hellish war never let up. News of Heihachi's return to the Mishima Zaibatsu had sent shockwaves across the globe. And the announcement
it's
of
great
the
they
King
did
of
the
Iron Fist
storytelling like
tournament
this. It's
flooded the
really
airwaves
amazing.
day
I
and
like
night.
it.
But none of that mattered to me.
Kind of wish in the end when you beat Storyboy, I wish you could be able
From
to
my
play as
drab
that guy,
room,
as
I
a
just
joke
stared
character,
up
like,
at
you
the
know,
moonlit sky,
kind of like Dr. B or something.
looking for a ray
But
of hope.
it's cool. You have a character that's not
The concept of
used
evil
at all
seems
as a
so
playable
vague.
character. He's just there in the background, just like young,
Who
just
torched
like
my hometown?
young
The Mishima
Heihachi
Zaibatsu?
and young Kazuya.
Or was it
They're just
G
there for show.
Corporation? With the war submerged in chaos.
I'll tell you how I got
Who
into
could tell?
Tekken right now. I got into
In the
Tekken
darkness,
because
a fellow reporter
one day,
visited me
Christmas,
and
I wasn't
offered
expecting
me
a
a ray
Christmas
of
gift. My
hope
mom had 2 jobs.
in
She
the form of
couldn't
an
buy a
expose
PlayStation, you know,
on
at
G
the time.
Corporation.
But Christmas
G-Corp
morning,
were at war with the
PlayStation
Mishima
1 was on my
Zaibatsu.
tree. We
And
didn't
it
even have a
appeared
tree. We
that
had one
they
of those
had the
cheap little
public
trees,
on
like the
their
ones you put
side.
on tables. That was our Christmas tree, so
People
we put that tree
believed
right there.
that
We
the
decorated the
Zaibatsu
hell out of
had
it.
started the war.
So, with that said,
So it was only natural
underneath the
that we
table,
saw
basically.
G-Corp as their saviors.
I thought it was just a sweater or a shirt like
However,
that.
my
I was okay
reporter
with that.
friend came into my hotel
You know,
and
So it was a
barely
PlayStation.
able
You're like,
to
oh snap, a
contain his
PlayStation,
excitement,
cool.
presented
The
me
only
with
thing that
a
was bad
picture.
about it was it came with yellow
It
wire and red
revealed
wires,
G-Corp's
not
true
an
colors,
RF adapter,
conflicted
and then
with
my
their
TV only had
public
RF. We don't have the yellow
The
wire
picture shed light on the
TV.
incident that had
We don't even
occurred
have a VH
only
player
a
that
few
has
months
that in there yet, because it had an outport, yes, but not import. Because some VHSs have imports now. Like you can connect a device into the VHS, and the VHS you can connect it to a RF TV. Oh, this scene right here actually takes place in freaking. What's with you and talking about these other video games? Did you read the subscription, dude? No, I don't really play Harvest Moon. I'm really not a big fan of Harvest Moon. Yeah, I'm not a big Harvest Moon player, so I'm sorry, I can't really answer that question. But this scene right here, this is what's so cool. They added a filter, they added some models from the previous Tekken game, Tekken 6. So you're playing that cutscene footage of Tekken 6, the Heihachi's ending of Tekken 6. So So this is actually the ending for Heihachi in Tekken 6. You're playing actually Heihachi's ending and Kazuya's ending. I like the way Harada took the idea of the game of using he used to make his own engine for his game, but he's decided to use the Unreal Engine and it paid off in the end because he could do so much more than his engine he made. But the cool thing about this engine is originally this engine does not really run 60 frames per second continuously. Like Like, I played a lot of first-person shooter games with the Unreal Engine game, like Unreal Tournament, Ray, Gears of War, and it doesn't really run well. Like, they run like 30 to 60 and then goes up and down like crazy. So one day, 3. And then everybody was telling them that you cannot run the Unreal Engine and 60 frames per second continuously, even more so for fighting. And one guy then figured out the coding, figured out how it worked, and it's like, yeah, I got this shit to run on 60 frames per second. Let's go crazy. So you do have to thank Ed Boon and the NetherRealm studio team for making the Unreal Engine run 60 frames per second. And they gave the code to the people who made the Unreal Engine, so for Unreal Engine 4, it can run 60 from now on. And I think that's a big issue when it comes to players, I think. Wow, I'm getting bodied. So, it was pretty great to check it out. It's really great. Now every game uses the Unreal Engine. Yeah, actually at this point mostly every game. It's usually Unreal, Unity, or some other engine. So like I said, this part takes place in Hayashi Denji. And the cool thing about Tekken 7, you actually can watch all the endings from every Tekken game. So if you buy this game and you don't know the lore, you could just watch all the endings from the gallery mode, and that's it. You'd be caught up. And the cool thing is they reshot this scene again with the Unreal 4 engine because it was running on the I think it was running on their own engine. So the G Corporation is the one that sent the Mokujin, not Mokujin, sorry, the Jacks.
It all started with an explosion in the heart of the Mishima.
The Jacks too. They were supposed to assassinate Harihachi and Kazuya,
unfortunate accident.
But they only got Harihachi.
When strange truths began to come to the light, things didn't appear quite so clear-cut.
So,
after the explosion came the deaths of a number of G Corporation's executives. The newspapers put it down to a coincidence, a series of tragic occurrences. But
the cool thing about the reason I like Tekken is
in
Christmas.
Reality, an attempt by G
my mom bought me a PlayStation 1. She didn't have to because we were struggling financially, but she got the money for it. And it came with this red demo disc that had like a bunch of games in it.
The missed target
and Tekken was on there, but the Tekken demo only had 2 characters to play on, and it goes into stage 4. That's it in arcade mode. It had Le, you know, Le's basically Jackie Chan. He's a cop, a Chinese cop. He does Drunken Master. Basically straight out Jackie Chan, straight up. June, the other hand, was she has that fighting style that's never really utilized. It's Tai Chi mixed with some other one. And it was never meant for fighting, but she uses it for fighting.
What are you planning this time?
She entered a tournament for different reasons. She didn't really have legit reasons to enter a tournament. And she ends up hooking up / marrying and having a child of Kazuya. She was the only thing good in Kazuya's life until she was gone.
Sure,
and they didn't know what happened to her. And he became more of a demon later on. So I got into Tekken 2, and from there on in became a Tekken fan because it was something different than Street Fighter and the other fighting games. Because one, it's not 2-dimensional; it's 3-dimensional. On top of that, it's 3-dimensional. It's no projectiles, no super abilities, just straight out fist fight. That's it. It's all about, and I like the gameplay. It's simple. Read your opponent's moves, pick your opportunity to
Raiding your
attack,
HQ for not
and just
returning
go
your
at it.
calls.
No
Quite
BS
the
between the
negotiator.
lines.
撃って
None of this
響かぬなら
whole
ねじ伏せ
who
る
has a
ま
stronger
で
fireball,
当然の対応
which
じゃ
projectiles could go through where,
Say so.
which super moves could go through what projectile, all all that complicated stuff. This is just simple game, like simple fighting should be like this. 3-dimensional, read your opponent, figure out the moves, and just go for it. So that's what I like about Tekken.
そんなおもちゃではわしは倒せん
And the story is really cool because at the moment, the person who did Tekken 1 and 2 wasn't the same person, it was someone else. But when Tekken 3 came along, Murata took over the project and he added more story into it in his games. Because the other two games didn't really have much of a story. It had something base to go on, like, you know, father-son revenge story. But he expanded more on that. He gave every character an ending. He started connecting dots together with certain characters like they were pointing to each other. And he makes cool new characters every Tekken game, like this guy right here. This dude is a straight out SNK character, like someone you'll see at a King of Fighters tournament, Garou, Mark of the Wolves, because he has a burning knuckle, shooting arrow, and on top of that, genocide cutter. See, look. And then if you give him space, I mean, if you give him a hell of a lot of space, he'll there's his laser. Watch. He's gonna do burning. And when you give him a lot of distance, he'll do. There you go, burning knuckle right there. And then his rage attack. His rage attack. His rage attack is such an SNK move, it's not even funny. There it is, burning knuckle again. Iron punch, laser. Jesus, he's just supposed to do laser all day. Oh, here we go. SNK is move right here. If that doesn't screen SNK, I don't know what does. And the cool thing about these characters,
Tu sei un umano con la forza di un demone.
so the cool thing about this is when they introduce when he makes new characters, and when I say Hirata actually listens to his fans and an audience of character designs. There's a perfect example that he found out there's a huge Tekken community in the Middle East, and he was like, you know what, I want to make a character for them, you know? Do it justice than Street Fighter V did, because Street Fighter V's Middle Eastern character was super racist as hell. Like I said, Capcom's me and my friends always say Capcom has that racist filter on always. They never see anything but racism. So their Middle Eastern character is very, very generic, like someone from Middle East, and it sucks. No, not Dawson. Dawson's in Indian. No, Regime. You know, the guy who does tornadoes. He's super racist. But if you play story mode, they flushed it out, and it's not that racist. But his look is racist. I found
myself at the library, poring over articles. Company directory.
No, it's Regime. The guy who does tornado attacks. You know, The ripoff of Cody from
for
Final Fight.
anything I could find.
Well, first moves anyways, not for the character himself.
Including
So,
his historical and familial
the cool thing
links
about
to the Mishima Zaibatsu.
their Middle Eastern character is he actually does his own art style from his own place.
The Mishimas were warriors
So,
hailing back as
and
far
then there's like
as
times
Tyra
that he made a character called Lucky Chloe, and the Tekken, for some reason the Tekken community got mad at that. I'm like,
military demand.
I'm okay with a pop singer idol fighter. It's been done before. Look at SNK, they have Athena. There's two versions of Athena. There's the pop idol singer with psycho powers, and there's the Athena, the actual god. So I'm like, why are you getting mad that Harada made a pop idol singer fighter? I thought it was a great idea. It's funny.
All that changed.
You know, that's pretty cool. And remember, this game you
control
can't really take
of
Tekken seriously
proceeding to
because
rename the
you have a
organization
kangaroo that
the
boxes,
Mishima Zaibatsu.
you have a bear that knows
As its
karate,
head,
you have a
secured its reputation as
raptor
a world-leading
that knows
military
boxing
power.
too. You have
Which brings
Moko
us to the
Jin, a
second
puppet that knows
Jin
everybody's
Kazama.
moves.
Seizing
So
control
yeah,
from
you
Heihachi,
can't really
he reigned
say
over his empire.
Tekken is real.
He was also the one who started this damn war, which took everything from me. I dreamed of one day.
And the
killing
thing
him
about Tekken
with
is,
bare
it was
hands.
never to be real to begin with. Like it's just very dark storytelling, but it's not real. Because there's an ending of a character named Paul Phoenix. He goes to space to fight aliens after he won the Tekken tournament, and that's canon, by the way. Him fighting aliens is canon in the story.
Jin Kazama. So
So-
che il suo demone interiore
So
supera
let me get back to
perfino quello di
Tekken.
Kazuya.
I really like Tekken because it's like one of the greatest franchises.
Che fosse un
It's a lot of people
Do you
were
know
putting
something?
doubts on it, saying that like it's
Ci
never
hanno
gonna beat Street
riferito
Fighter.
che un
It's
essere
not gonna
disumano
beat Street
è
Fighter, and I'm like,
apparso in estremo ore.
it beat Street Fighter a lot. Especially today's sales of Tekken 7. Street Fighter had like
So
years
that means Jin
years of sales of Street Fighter 5. It's been out on the market in 2 years or 3 years. I don't know. I feel like it was 3 years that Street Fighter 5 was out. 3 years. And when Tekken came out last weekend, it had the most sales within a week than Street Fighter did it in 2 years. Look it up. Look up the numbers of the sales of both games. It took Street Fighter 2 years to get thousands of copies sold.
Everything looks clear.
It took Tekken one
En route to the
weekend
United Nations HQ.
for 2,000 copies to be sold. One weekend compared to 2 years. That's pretty sad. And the reason Tekken it's very polished. And I really want to say, if I do go to I am going to go to Evo, and I am going to interview Harada. I hope he's free to interview me because he said he was okay to interview me for my channel, but he didn't give me a time or a place to meet him. So I think it's going to be one of those things. If I see him, I'm going to say, hey, can we do the interview now real quick or somewhere? But if I do see him, I'm going to say thank you because his games are awesome. His games are awesome. They're never a flop to me, anyways. They're great. Of course, people will say Tekken 4 was bad, but yeah, it was bad. But it was the middle of the transition phase of the PlayStation 2 to 3 at the time. You know, they had to get new stuff working. He was trying to experiment. But besides that, he takes his time with his games. He works one game at a time. He doesn't do like 5 projects all at once, and each one suffers. For Harada, he's a perfectionist, and it pays off. It shows it. Like Tekken 7 it took years to be made, yeah. But I was willing to wait because I'm like, I want a really good Tekken game. And everything was perfect. When day one, everything was perfect. The gameplay was fine, the characters were okay, the balance issues were great. There was only one hiccup, but it was okay. It was understandable because it's, it's online. You can't really help with that. It was the net coding to play online was horrible, yes, but it's not really his fault because PlayStation 4's net coding and Xbox net coding is not the same. So, oh my god, I love this part. This part is so dumb. I'll show you why. Hold on. Alright, let me go back to gun mode. Look at that. Look at that. I never thought I'll see a Tekken game with guns. Oh, no. Get back to gun mode. Get back to gun mode. Look at that. This is Tekken's first ever attempt for first-person shooter. This is great. Look at that. All you have is dodge and shoot. Look at that. Dodge and shoot. Dodge and shoot. Look at that. Look at that. But I gotta say, this is better than Halo. At this point, anything's better than Halo. When I first tested that mode out, it was so weird. I was like, wait a minute, I'm shooting? How does the first person work in this game? It was super ridiculous seeing that. Just to give you a backstory on this guy right here, his name is Lars. His name is Lars, and he's actually the bastard stepchild of Heihachi. Well, not really. It's actually Heihachi's bastard son, but it's also the stepson of Kazuya. But he doesn't have the demon gene at all. And this game's going to explain why certain family members have the demon gene.
Things just got a whole lot more complicated.
So when I see her on, I'm going to say thank you for all the great games, especially this one the most. He's just done a fantastic job, and every fighting game company should follow his example. Take your time, listen to your audience. Don't do it for the wow factor, because that could come later. Because he never kept in mind of the wow factor. And when I say the wow factor, there's a reason why casual people who don't play fighting games watch fighting games now. It's because of the wow factor. And he added the wow factor later in two ways. He added the zoom in when the characters are about to hit him. Like if two characters do the same move together at the same time at each other, it'll zoom in and it'll show who's gonna hit first, who's gonna hit first. And the other one is the art stuff.
Kazumi Hachijo. There was no mention of what kind of
life take it
she
easy,
and
dude.
Heihachi
Have fun.
had led together.
Good luck at work.
But it confirmed that Heihachi was Kazuya's father and Kazumi his mother. That's when I realized something shocking. The year Heihachi seized control from Jinpachi and established the Zaibatsu was the same year his wife Kazumi had died, and Kazuya had fallen from a cliff, sustaining terrible injuries. What could all this mean?
We have a handle on Heihachi Mishima's movements. It appears he is conducting
Here's another thing that's weird about Tekken too. Every character speaks their own native language, and they understand each other. That's what's so cool. I love that because I watched a lot of Japanese movies, and mostly Godzilla. And they always have this habit, if a character is foreign, they'll speak in their language, and the Japanese person will understand and speak to them back in their language too. Because I think it shows because they realize your language
his eyes burned with an almost ungodly
and your accent and all that is part of your character too.
And he looked
Why
at me
get rid of
as
that?
though he could
Making
see
them
the
forced to
darkest
say something
depths of
they
my soul.
speak another language they don't have to.
So you're the
And that's
one
why I
who's
liked
been
about
looking into
Tekken because
Mishima
it's a
Zaibatsu's
character trait to
affairs?
them. Like Eddie Guerrero, he's Brazilian.
Before making his
He's
way
going to
to
speak
the
in
exit.
his language, and people
The
understand
way
what
he
he's saying.
stared at me through
Asuka,
the door
she's
let
Japanese,
me
she's
know
going to
that
speak
he
in
wanted me to
Japanese.
follow him. Hypnotized,
You got
I
American
walked
characters
slowly
like
towards
Brian
him.
Fury, he's American,
As we
he'll
left
speak
the
with an American
restaurant,
accent,
he
etc.,
formally
etc.
introduced himself. His name was Li Chaolan.
Li Xiaolong is the most flamboyant character in Tekken history. Like straight up super flamboyant. Like his moveset to scream flamboyant. At a moment I thought he was gay. Because there's like scenes with him with girls and he never hits them up on them. But he's just super flamboyant and very businessman. her story. She's just the last robot made by Dr. B before he passed away. And it's really sad too because that was basically that's his daughter. And the thing about her is no one knows how she works, so she needs to know how to repair herself. And the funny thing is, when Tekken 2 was out, my favorite character I like to use was Jun, of course. But when you play, every time you play a Tekken game, every time you beat arcade mode with each original character, you unlock their alternate character. So, like example, if you beat the game with King, you get armor. If you beat the game with Yoshimitsu, you get armor. If you beat the game with Jun, you get her trainer, not her trainer, her teacher slash master and friend, Wang. So, etc. Like, you know, if you beat the game with Heihachi, you get Kazuya. So with Law, when I beat the game with Law, I got Lee, and I'm like, who's Lee? And Lee is the step. Lee is the adopted son of Heihachi. And the cool thing about Lee at the time in Tekken 2, I only like, don't get me wrong, Lee's a good character to use, but over the time when they keep bringing him back in, they keep changing the tool set. And the Lee I like was the Tekken 2 Lee. Because Tekken 2's Lee actually had moves of paw, and Law put together. They have the moves of paw and Law put together, and they worked out really good. Like, you come with some BS combos with both of them, especially he have Paul's like arm punch thing. So when you do like the Law's 10 hit backhand, and then you can combo into his palm hit, it's an instant kill. It's ridiculous. So it's showing preview of the last Tekken game. That was Tekken 6, where you play Lars in her story mode. When you beat her, Law Paul's on story mode, that's there. And so you come up with some combos. And I got a little upset because in Tekken 3 they got rid of June because of story reasons. I had no one to use at all because Lee's not even there, June's not even there. It was a complete new roster, and it only had like a few comebacks, like Nina, Anna, Le, Yoshimitsu, Heihachi, Paul, a different Law this time. It's Forest Law, the son of Martial Law. Who else? Who else came back?
Lee's knowledge went beyond that of any article I had.
Jack came back, and I think that's
what he said next, though.
I might be forgetting someone, but I don't know who. But the thing was,
he continued.
There was no one I could have used. I wasn't good with any of them until I found Hurang. Hurang. I think that. I hope I pronounced it right. Hurang. That was my character because he had a lot of kick combos. Let's just face it. He was a cheap character. And I don't mind using Hurang because I liked his kick combos. So far, like, I hope you guys were reading the subtitles because I know I'm covering the audio. The cool thing about so far the story is they told him all this. And the cool thing is, like I say, you're watching it in the eyes of the reporter, so during the time there's action going on, I feel like he's hiding and writing everything down. So she realized she died. She died for a bit, and then she's brought back to life. See, here you go. Here's the playboy side right there.
強い思いさ。人と同じ。
人と
And here's the thing, he was a bad guy, by the way. He was legit a bad guy. He wanted to take over the company. He was evil in the beginning. Then he realized, stop that. Like, no, stop being evil. Let's help people. Let's make cybernetics for everybody. So he stopped being a bad guy and he started helping everybody else out. I think this is the... Yeah. The Tekken Force. And by the way, the name Tekken is pretty cool. Because it translates, it's Japanese for translation for Iron Fist. And I'm like, I want to be the Iron Fist more than a Street Fighter. Because with a Street Fighter, yeah, you win the streets, big deal. King of Fighters, don't get me wrong, it's cool to call yourself the King of Fighters. You're the king of all the fighters. But come on, Iron Fist. That's how boring. That's how boring that's So Tekken, it's like, it's a really, jeez, this dude was a gun. So Tekken's really great. I like the way they do the story modes now, because you're playing as each individual character. And I think that started as a trend since Mortal Kombat 9. And that's a smart trend. I like that. Because you get to feel how each character plays and you can figure out who you want to play with. And you get a number of times of using the character too. Like with Mortal Kombat, you get to use the character like 4 times or 5 for the story. And by that time, you'll know all their basic combos, their basic hits, all the basics of what they're good, offense and defense, all. And then when you go to practice and you figure out what you like the most, and then it's good. With Tekken, it's not like that. You only play as the characters once or twice. Like I said, you can ask me questions about the franchise or mostly anything else, and I will answer. But I'm playing story mode, I'm doing my commentary. So, I do like some of the new characters they throw in over the years. Like, Asuka's a good exception because she's the closest thing to June. But I also like Murdoch, a cool MMA fighter that basically King wanted revenge on, and then teams up with him later.
もう大丈夫だ。こちらは任せてくれたまえ。
はい。
こちら行くぞ。
はい。
Man. Oh man, like, yeah, Tekken is just... And okay, I know I'm tuning too much on Tekken, but to be honest, it's like... Tekken's one of the few fighting games I'm really, really good at. And to be honest, it's one of those games that... I
I'll have to handle this myself. Do you have the target in your sights?
It's just...
Prepare the SWAT team. I'm going in.
It's one of those games that I like playing over and over again. It's fun, it's playable. Me and my cousins used to play it all the time. They were better at me, but as soon as the more Tekken kept on going, some of them did stop playing and they were on and off again, and I just kept on going into it like non-stop. And ever since that, I'm like, I got better at them at it. I just love it. It's just, I love the characters, I love the story, I love the concept.
I could tell by the look in his eyes that he was telling the truth. A few days later, I headed to Kyoto. The old guy I'd contacted was already waiting for me at the rundown house where we'd arranged to meet. I'd like to know more about the mystery of the Hachijo household strength. I decided to be straight up, which seemed to
Sorry,
not
I'm on the
go
phone.
too well.
I'm trying to post something real quick.
I didn't believe in devils. Had no reason to. But Lee had said to me that Kazuya's blood cursed the Mishimas. The archived account on the Hachijo who Heihachi's wife Kazumi belonged to. I arranged to meet a guy who'd served the Hachijo family many years ago. If Kazuya had inherited Kazumi's blood, then maybe this guy could help me. But my efforts were in vain. The old man knew nothing. Then, when I thanked him and was made to leave,
This is the cool part of the story, but I like now you're getting introduced to the family's bloodline, and
he sung slowly. It was a traditional nursery rhyme in the Hachijo family. When I heard it, I froze. What if the demon represented a mysterious power? Red referred to blood, and the river symbolized a bloodline. As the old man hummed on, I shook my head in horror.
so this is where you figure out where does the blood lead, who gets the blood, who has the blood. But I like this introduction of a character. This is a cool way to bring a character in. And here's the cool thing. I wasn't that mad or upset they put him in the game. Because Kurata wrote him in for story reasons. Not just because he's a cameo character only. No, they wrote him in legit. He wrote him in legitly. So I want Akuma in my game, but this is the reason why he's in my game. And I cannot get mad for that, because I always did not like Street Fighter getting their hands on everything, like, because they're like dominant. And here's the cool thing. I like the fact that it's Goki / we know him as Akuma. But I like it's Goki because it's not Ryu, it's not any of the main lane fighters. It's the lesser, at this point he's lesser known, right? He's not that popular like he was back in the day. But I like that because it works. And sorry about that, guys. It's my house.
Fight.
So So I like him in the game because it works. I could have done that. I love that he laughs with the sidestep because his fireballs are useless with sidestepping. And here's the cool thing about him. He's a great ideal character to put in for Harada's next project he's going to work on. It's going to take a while. It's fine. It's Tekken Cross Street Fighter. It's basically a Tekken version of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And we know how much of a train wreck that was. But at least with Tekken Cross Street Fighter is
he's not registered in our database.
It's gonna be how would the Street Fighter Street Fighter characters work in a Tekken engine? And he wasn't the first prototype character either. The other character they got was this girl that was in Tekken free-to-play game on PlayStation 3. They were testing the projectile. They were testing her projectile. How a projectile will work in this thing. So with a street with a projectile character could work in a Tekken engine or a Tekken environment, so that. And they do, but they take a slow starter, a very slow starter. So doing projectiles is always more of a show-off move than an actual move. So it's pretty cool. So.
和美殿の願いに従いうぬと三島和也に死をもたらすもの。
平八さんを殺してください。そして。
So this is where you get the idea why does Goki come into play. And why he's important to the story.
何？和美じゃと？和美が貴様にわしと和也を殺すよう依頼しよったじゃと？はっ、バカバカしい。その話が本当なら、なぜ今頃になって現れた？うぬらが力を持つまで待っておっただけのこと。今ここで和美殿との約束果たそう。
Sorry about that, I had to take a message real quick. Oh, this is where it's gonna get hard. That's cool. Two broken moves that make Tekken awesome. Like who hits first, who hits last, who lives, who dies. And stuff like that is Tekken really enjoyable. Whoa. No, 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 no! I'm dead. Why did I even try to jump? I should just keep on attacking. It's cool they added his raging demon. But the funny thing about his symbol in the back, it's not in his shirt like in every other game he has. They had it cheated by drawing a gem peg on the back, hover there, and then another image hover there. So that's why it looks kind of very fake. But it works out still. But it's cool that he's in the game.
Confirmed at the Mishima Dojo. We've lost sight of Heihachi Mishima.
まさか母が平八と俺を殺そうとしていただととんだ茶番だどれにしてもあの男何か気のような力を放っているのか
So
the minute
now
I
you're
got
starting
back
to
from
get more
Kyoto,
into the depth of why they're
I learned
fighting,
that the war had escalated
how they're
further.
fighting and everything.
The world's
And
media
it's cool
was
that
buzzing
Akuma
with
just
news
shows
about
up
the
and
Zaibatsu, including the
he's
attack
like
on
he
Lee's
owes her a
violent
favor
systems.
for something she did for him, and I'm like, and that's the
It was
more of
then
the
that I
lore I
received
want
an
to know
email
more. Like,
from Lee himself,
what did she do
saying he wanted to
for
introduce
him?
me to someone.
She's the
well-versed
only one that
in
has a
Mishima's
grasp
Zaibatsu's
on the
affairs.
demon.
At last,
Even
my
though
investigation
they
was back on track.
like she has a
The
grasp
email
on him.
concluded with the name I'd yet to come across.
What did she do to
Lars
get
Alexanderson.
Akuma for help?
こんな場所にラースという人がいるのですか
私は三島財閥から離脱した反乱軍を密かに支援していてね各地にこのような施設を提供しているのさ止まれやれやれスポンサーに銃を向けるとは相変わらず物騒だな君はいい警戒はするに越したことはないのでねアリサまさか治ったのか
ナースやっと会えました
感動の再会まさにエクセレント確保したジンの状況はもう丸2日目覚めていないアザゼルとの戦いのダメージは計り知れないようだなるほどところで君はジンを奪ってどうするつもりなのか国連の諜報組織を敵に回してまでジンを必要とする理由があるのだろうそれは
多数の生体反応を確認鉄拳衆です
嗅ぎつかれたか
私も行きます
これを使え
了解排除します
アリサここは俺たちが食い止めるその隙にジンを
はい
Oh, right off the gate. Like literally right off the gate. on easy, she's still hard. Because of stuff like that. Alright, cool. Of course, part of cinematics.
Acquire the target. Be quick. Wow, I whiffed it. That sucks. The cool thing about Tekken adding new features in this game, I do like the rage guard mechanic. The way it works here, it's not like any other traditional fighters that will use it. Like you don't have to build up meter or anything. You start to a lot, but that's not a good thing because you're on low health. On top of that, it's more of a desperation move, and I like that. Like it should be, every move like that should be a desperation move. You can surely use it for the last resort. And I see players who play online, they don't even use it. They don't, and it's cool. And it's pretty cool to use it as a desperation move. It's not a big deal. Not so fast.
ジンは確かに受け取ったよ。これよりプラン E を実行する。総員退避。
Getting I'm done with story mode, I'll play a little endings of play as the other characters to get their endings. But there is a few characters I want to see get their endings in the next Tekken game. And the next Tekken game, I know it's not going to be for like, ooh, a while. So I would like to see one of my favorite newcomers, Miguel, gets what he wants. Because his ending was super amazing. Jeez.
まあ、修繕費は三島財閥に利子をつけて払ってもらう。心配無用さ。
ジン、お前にはまだやってもらわなければならないことがある。こんなところで終わらせるわけにはいかないんだ。
What do they hope to achieve by sheltering Jean? This could be interesting to watch.
Lars Alexanderson was younger than I expected. When Lee described him to me, of how he'd escaped divided the Tekken force and formed a rebel army, I imagined someone completely different. His eyes told a story of sadness hidden deep within. The sterile air of violent systems where he and Lee were holed up together. Lars explained to me that he was Heihachi's illegitimate child.
Yep, bastard son.
Heihachi had fathered him to cast aside all doubt.
I'll be back real quick.
That
I'm gonna go get some.
He had the devil gene in his blood. Lars existed solely for that purpose. I could barely contain my excitement at not only meeting a blood relative, but also at learning this revelation. While Lars and Lee conversed, I overheard something that shocked me. Jin Kazama had been found. Jin Kazama, Kazuya's son and Heihachi's grandson. The hatred I had held deep inside surged through my veins like a tidal wave. Jin had put the wheels in motion that led to me losing everything. Then, as if finally putting his feelings into words, Lars muttered, there was no mistaking what he had said.
やはりいくら考えても覚えが
今ここで和美殿との約束果たす。
豪輝というあの男、なぜ風見のことを。
See, that's the question I want to know the most. Because later, Stonewall, he doesn't really explain. He just says one line and that's it.
奴はわしと和也を殺めると言っておった。
This is how cool
必ず和
Heihachi
也の
is.
もとへ向かうはず。
Heihachi is not.
ところで、ジンはどうなった？
それが舞台は
He has no powers at all. He has nothing but fighting ability. No cheap gimmick, none of that whole like devil gene and all that, or like Street Fighter Star Kato, or King of Fighters, or Ochi, the Ochi blood. It's like no, straight up willpower alone.
今すぐ全世界にわしが死んだという情報を流せ。大会も中止じゃ。
And of course, Akuma is still thinking that he killed Heihachi. He doesn't know the circumstances yet.
He's alive?
It was after Kazuya.
That was the first thing I thought when I saw Jin Kazama. I took the opportunity to quietly pocket a screwdriver. The man who had stolen everything from me lay before my eyes. An opportunity like this may never present itself again.
俺もジンを殺してやりたい思いは同じさ。だが、この戦いを終わらせられるのはこいつしかいないんだ。
It was as if Lars could read my mind. He explained that when Jin woke up, he would try to use Jin's power to put a stop to all the fighting. All I could do was nod in agreement.
G 社の勝利は確実だと世界中が沸き立っております。ここまでは狙い通りじゃな。例の準備はできておるか。はい。鍵となるのは豪輝よ。和也とて安愛出ればデビル化せざるを
There is a few Tekken games I like that had certain modes in them because of that. Like Tekken 3 will always be Tekken 3 will always be the best Tekken game, just like everybody else will say too. It's because it had three things going for it. It had Tekken Force mode. That was really weird to have as a concept of a weird of a concept that there's a beat 'em up mode in a Tekken game, but it didn't work out right. It auto-locks one enemy at a time, and the thing is, you still have two punch buttons and two kick buttons like a normal fighting game of Tekken would be. So it's very hard to do moves and move around. And it wasn't up to scale. There's some like places that are like smaller than others that it shouldn't work. On top of that, there was Tekken Ball mode. That mode is really fun. On top of that, the one I like the most. The one I liked the most was because it had a character called Gon. He's he was a special guest character in Japan manga. He was in Tekken, and everybody loved him because he was just a guest character. And a lot of people who read manga in Japanese manga and anime and all that will know who Gon is. But they couldn't bring him back again because of the rights issues, you know? It would have been great to see him again, like in, you know, Tekken Tag and Tekken Tag 2, or in this game, for example. But it's cool. So, with, you know, rights issues and all that, you can't really have someone like Gon. And I like the line that Akuma said, "She saved my life. That's all you need to know." I'm like, for me, I was like, that's not fair. I want to know more. I want to know how she saved your life. The fact that Akuma's life has been saved by the mother of Kazuya, the wife of Heihachi. No. You gotta give me more information than that. You cannot just leave it as that. It is cool. He's fight. The cool thing is that Kazuya turned into a demon. For me, my favorite Tekken game will always be Tekken 2. For sentimental reasons, you know, it was a gift I got as a kid. And the way I got into Tekken 2, I think I already told you, but the way I really finally bought my own copy of Tekken 2 was I hustled, I grind, like I did some odd jobs, I did some chores, stuff like that. Enough just to get like, I think it cost back then was like $30 or 20. I don't know. Maybe it was a $50 still, $50 game still. Hold on. Sorry, the phone went off.
I couldn't take my eyes off.
Sorry about that house phone. So I finally bought my copy of Tekken 2. It means a lot because you bought it yourself. I bought it myself and all that. Steam logo. I love the fact that's a joke. That's not a joke. That's supposed to be his actual robotic arm company. But it's funny, it's a joke that it's Steve. I always make fun of it. It's like,
The
oh, that's
demon-like
Steve.
creature you see on your
No, but I got
screen
into Tekken
is
2
apparently
because
Kazuya
I
Mishima,
bought the game,
said to
and
be
it was really
controlling
fun,
G
and it's still
Corporation
my
from
favorite
the
game of all
shadows.
time. Heck,
World leaders are currently
I
debating
still
whether
have
to
it.
believe.
The reports just in that the creature
If you
has
can
been
zoom in or
subdued
whatever,
by the
actual
Mishima
copy of
Zaibatsu.
Tekken 2.
I'd long assumed
Not
this war was
used now, but back then it was new with the original box and everything.
My hometown had been razed to the ground by people.
So Tekken 2 was one of my favorite games. I love it to death. It's really fun. I enjoyed it.
Ho esaudito le tue richieste. Ora non posso fare altro.
ああ、世界の覇権はすでにわしの手に落ちた。貴様らはもう不要だ。
We've yet to confirm whether the footage you're seeing is real. If it is, however, it would seem that Mishima Zaibatsu is on the side of justice.
Public opinion is turning against us.
I love the fact, like, this is how the world really works, alright? Like, I love the fact they took the security consideration. This is how society works in political and military shit. It's about public opinion, who's popular. So the fact that he threw that in there, like, oh, this is how the world is going to see you as you are. You're a demon, and God should show you're a demon. And you're losing public losing the public interest because of that. But now, of course, Kazuya finds a way to counterattack that. So now they're going to lose their public opinion because their satellite's falling to the sky. And it's about to crash on their own building. See? So now they lost their public image. So that's what I liked. It threw into political satire too.
Mishima Zaibatsu faces intense scrutiny from around the world. With recent events brought to light, anti-Mishima sentiments have grown around the world.
当主、もはや三島財閥を立て直すことは。
おのれ、和也！あの時からだ。
貴様のせいで母さんが。
すべてはあの時。
The Zaibatsu downing their own satellite weapon, destroying an entire town, left no doubt in my mind that this war was not between humans. The atrociousness of the fighting was inconceivable to the average person, and they soon forgot about Kazuya transforming into a devil, instead choosing to believe that the Zaibatsu
now let's get down to the bare minimum
the concept
of the
good
game.
and evil changed
like
every
really
day.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel, but for me this is more important. The music soundtrack, it kept
probably
on
the
bouncing
only
around
person
everywhere
who
throughout
found
each game. Like
it.
some, like you could tell,
to me,
like
evil
some
was
soundtracks
that
were
which
really
had
good and
taken
some were like,
everything
eh.
away from me.
Like for me, Tekken 2 soundtrack
couldn't
is
rest
really
until
good.
I
Like,
put
I think that was the peak of their music.
So I went directly to the
But
Mishima
I
Zaibatsu's
have nothing against the Tekken 6 music. That one's really good.
Them for what they are.
This one's a little.
I knew I was risking my life.
Wait, let's see, you
just
have the
to be laughed
option.
off, but I couldn't stand by and watch the world descend.
You have the
further
option
into
to
chaos.
pick
Still, they
and
paid no
choose
attention.
whether music
Bereft of
you
all
like.
hope, I wandered around town aimlessly. But then, a man dressed in black approached me silently.
I like
told me
the
that
fact you can
Heihachi
pick and
had
choose
agreed
your
to
own
meet
music
me.
in this game. You can actually
A
make a
few hours
playlist of using
later,
all the
I was
Tekken music.
placed in a
And I mean
car
every
driven
Tekken music.
completely different direction than
Like they got from
Zaibatsu's.
Tekken 1 to right now. And they even got the
When
free
I
to play
arrived at my
Tekken
destination,
with their music.
Heihachi
And they got
Mishima
Tekken
was there
Tag Chamber
waiting
2's music and all that. For some reason though, they did not have the Snoop Dogg remix songs in Tekken. So I think it might be a rights issue right there because Snoop Dogg made the music for that game at the time only, so you probably have it for that. So when I was looking for it, I can't find it. So it sucks because it's actually a pretty good song before it became Snoop Lion.
At that time,
And
I had no idea
this part.
why
This is the part he
Heihachi
finally
had suddenly
explains
agreed to meet with him.
everything. Like, you get to
His
know the
eyes
blood,
latched
who
onto
has
mine,
it, who doesn't
filling
have
me
it,
with unshakable
why
fear.
he's the way he is. This is a great part of the Tekken.
I have delved deep into the history of the Mishimas, from Jinpachi Mishima to the family's connection to Kazumi Hachijo. The year you declared the establishment of the Mishima Zaibatsu was the same year your wife Kazumi passed away, and that your son sustained terrible injuries from falling off a cliff. To me, that sounds like one hell of a coincidence now, doesn't it?
おお、なるほど。ただの記者ではなさそうだ。よかろう。これから話すこと、その全てを世界に公表する。その約束が果たされるなら、わしが全てを語ろう。
At that time, I had no idea why he wanted me to reveal everything on his behalf. But I was getting so close to the truth I had long fought to uncover that I couldn't turn down this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The devil's blood in Kazuya and the blood of Kazumi's family, the Hachijos, remains shrouded in mystery. I listened closely to every word, each step inching closer to the truth.
あやつがわしの父、ジンパチの道場に来たのは、まだ年半以下の少女の頃じゃった。共に汗水流し、武道に明け暮れる中、つまりライバル。武道とは真に共に己を追い込む孤独な世界。和美は次第にわしにとって唯一無二の存在となっていった。息子の和也も生まれ、わしらは幸せじゃった。
See, like, it's so weird seeing him happy and everything. He had everything in his life. Like, there's no downside coming.
貴様の言う通り、その年のこと。稽古中、和美が突然倒れよった。和美は信じられぬほどの高熱を出しており、急ぎ病床に寝かせたのだが、和美。
She tried to kill you?
じゃが翌日、熱が下がった和美は前日の出来事を覚えておらず、いつも通りの和美であった。それはまるで人格を2つ抱えた人間と共におるような感覚じゃった。そんな日が幾日も続いた。そしてある日、よっふんはっうんせい和美
貴様はいずれ世界を脅かす存在に
なる。何の夢を見ている。
故に今死を与えるのだ。
和美、やめ
まだわからぬか、なぜ我がこの家に嫁いだのか。
まさか
我ら八丈家は貴様のような人間を消すために太古から存在しておる。その使命を今果たす。
And that's where the devil comes in. He goes first by that family, not his. And it explains a lot. This one's gonna be a few more tries, but this was hard. Super unfair. That's when you know he wasn't such a bad guy. He was more of an anti-hero than anything. And that was so cool. He was more of an anti-hero.
Kazumi.
So that's how you killed your wife.
もともとは死を殺すために三島家に送られた女。ならば、花から殺す。
But why did you drop Kazuya off a cliff? He was just an innocent boy.
和美の血を受け継ぐなら人間でないと考えた。落とせば死ぬであろう崖に落とし、生きて戻れば人間でないということになる。そして奴は案の定それでは死ななんだ。今思えばわしはあの時和也を殺しておくべきじゃった。もうわしに残された道は一つ。すべての真実を語り、世に是非を問うことだけ。家族を殺され、貴様はわしを恨んでおるのだ。
How do you know about that?
バカめ！貴様のことなど永遠に調査済みじゃ。バックにラースたちがいることもな。
Let me go! Just let me know one thing! What does this war mean to you?
When I came to, I was on a wharf with Lars. I had no idea where I was or what he was doing there. Lars said he'd received a message from the Zaibatsu telling him to come here. He bundled me into his car and then took me back to Violet Systems. As we drove back, Heihachi's words ran through my mind over and over. Why did he let me interview him like that? Why did he leave everything to me? And what was that mournful look in his eyes? Question upon question whirled through my mind, but not a single answer.
戦いとは最後にどちらが立っているかそれだけのこと。行くとするか。
Everything went down only a few hours later. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Lee was feverishly trying to ascertain Heihachi's whereabouts. Eventually, his spy satellite spotted him and transmitted a picture to us. I stood there in shock. The man I'd spoken to was somewhere unbelievable.
場所にここを選ぶとはな。わしと貴様にとってはふさわしい場所。決着をつけるとするか。貴様をここで終わらせる。
This is where it really gets crazy. Like, this is the end. Like, one of them has to fall. He's fighting there of all places. Oh, hold on. Let me pause real quick. Like, well, sorry about that. It's very hard to do live streaming at your house because there's a lot of distraction at this house. It's very hard to get a whole day to yourself streaming. Basically no one leaves me alone. And I love the fact, like, in this fight, you see cutscenes. You actually see cutscenes of the previous game. Like, that's from Tekken 4. The one they showed earlier was Tekken 3. And it's like... Oh, he's on that magic trick, so... Here we go. Tekken 2. No, that one's from Tekken 3. That's the beginning of Tekken 3. It's just, the story just gets intense and intense, and I like it. Because this is the last time these two will fight. And they know one of them has to fight. For me, it was more of an impact because I grew up with the whole series, so seeing and knowing that one of them has to fall, well, you know it's gonna change the story forever, and it's really sad. Because when you beat the game and you know the end, the ending's gonna be spoiled if you're watching this. Like you already know who falls. It's like, you know. Okay. Look at that. I love that. I love the cutscenes in the middle of the game. That is so cool. It just gets more intense and intense each round. And like I said, you can ask me questions during the stream. But yeah, it just gets beyond crazy. Like the rivalry between Heihachi and Kazuya is the best rivalry in most fights. It's a better rivalry than Ryu and Akuma. It's a better rivalry. This is my own personal take, so don't get mad. If anybody gets mad by this. It's a better take on. It's a better take on. Fight. Whoa. There's a certain part that I'm gonna die multiple times in this fight, and it happened already. I think I died twice in the first part. Like I said earlier, power alone. Just his will alone to continue fighting is awesome. He has no powers, he has none of that. It's just willpower.
Fight.
And this is when I die multiple times. I have to wait for him to okay, man. Power it up. Okay, I gotta wait for the special. I might die. First. I want to do the special. Okay, I could just die.
You lose. Fight.
And like I said, just willpower alone just makes him keep fighting.
まだ死んでおらんか。おのれ平八。
Punch after punch. Just like that, it comes to an end, like for real. Like, this is it. This is like the legit last time we're gonna see Heihachi.
戦いとは最後にどちらが立っているか、それだけだ。
Truth be told, I'm lucky to still be alive. No normal person could understand the reality of everything I've seen. The truth of it all. Our world was dragged into a war between humans and devils. I'm just one person, but it is my job as a reporter to get the truth out, which is exactly why I'm writing this piece now. One day, the fighting will end. I just hope that when it does, the world will be at peace.
And that is Tekken. That is Tekken 7. And it's been a real emotional roller coaster as a fan, as a player, as a character, because you gotta think about it. If you've been playing Tekken since Tekken 1 and you're still playing Tekken and you know this was gonna be the outcome, that's wow. And the fact Harada took his time with the storytelling, with his crew, and the game itself was it's too great. This is legit a game that deserves to have 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, 5 stars, everything. Because it took a long time to make, yes, but it shows. It shows that he cares. That he cares about his projects, he cared about his team, and most of all, he cared about his fans. And I'm so happy that I got the chance to play Tekken 7. This is the #1 fighting game franchise for me that I always gonna play. This means a lot. And it's one of those franchises that deserves comeuppance. It deserves to beat Street Fighter like nothing. It deserves to be on top than any other fighter out there. That's why I'm glad that if this doesn't get picked as fighting game of the year of any mainstream or video game journalism out there, that's a lot of bullcrap. Because this game deserves fighting game of the year instantly. Just straight up. Not just because I'm a fan of Tekken and all that. It's just, it took its time to be made. It was fun to play, it was balanced, it had everything we wanted in a fighting game. There was only like one hiccup and he already fixed it. He already fixed it within 2 days. So, yeah, this is like straight up one of the best Tekken games so far. And I can't wait what's next. What's gonna happen? And of course, they have to give credit to Capcom for letting us use their character. But to be fair, we did a better job with Akuma than they did. We actually gave him a purpose and a backstory. I'm just saying it's true. We actually used the Street Fighter in their full potential than any other game they ever used them in. Just saying that. So, man, Tekken, this has been a journey for me. Because I've been following Tekken since day one, since the announcement of it. And I just kept on looking up the updates, playing the arcade cabinets when I could ever get my hands on. It's just, like I said, Tekken's part of my childhood. It's part of a big deal to me. It's very sentimental for me. And June is my favorite because it's sentimental. June is my favorite because she just reminds me of my mom when she was young. Straight up. The thing that made it funnier too is because there's a costume in Tekken 2 that my mom used to wear when she was younger. It was the denim shirt and a denim shirt combo with a little headpiece. So every time I would play Tekken 2, I'm like, and of course when we always get those dumb jokes like, yo mom, like you know what? You brought that up? I'm gonna use my mom to beat you down. And I always pick the alternate costume of June and beat the crap out of her with it. So yeah, it's a sentimental value that June has to be protected. Even though if it's not story reason or she's there just for like, you know, just there for the name itself, it's like, boom, June. So yeah, June is basically, you know, you can say like, that was my mom shows you out. Especially with one of the costumes is straight up, yeah. So, I'm glad that Tekken got made, and I'm calling this ends the chapter of Heihachi, and it starts the next chapter of Kazuya and Jin, and I want to see how that goes.
やはり G 社は戦争を止める気はないようだ。
はい、各地で侵攻を開始しています。このままでは。
これが平八
So after this little ending, I'm gonna do some online matches. You guys can see how bad I am in Tekken. I'm not a pro player, so don't expect any great comments on it. Just more commentary.
これを収めるのもまた貴様の宿命。
And if you want to join me in a few rounds, just look up DJ Crow 2000. The whole name is underscored, no spaces, one word, and I'll play against you. But like I said, I'm gonna play online. I'm gonna try to get out of 9's Dan because, oh my god, everybody's just slaughtering me at this point. Alright, so I'm gonna ask for that one viewer right now. You want to see me play online, or you want me to get some character endings, because I haven't got all the character endings yet, and I've been hesitant to play these. Alright, looks like we might do online play instead of getting a character ending, because no comment.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Asuka Kazama.
I wish Asuka had a little bit more moves, like June's move set from Tekken Tag 2, because those moves were like really, all her moves were really great. Oh cool, my first opponent. I'm gonna get owned. Let's see if I get owned or I win. It's gonna be very hard. What? They declined? Very hard to find people. I thought there'd be a lot of people right now online. Oh, cool.
Get ready for the next battle.
Hold on, I think that'd be my cousin outside. Hold on, I think I might lose this one because of getting something. Alright, let's see how I do against this guy.
Round 1. Fight. All set. KO.
Oh.
Round 2. Fight. All set. KO.
Damn.
Round 3. Fight. All set. KO. You lose.
Forse ho esagerato.
Well, I guess he doesn't want to play me. So far, I haven't found any opponents online yet. Maybe.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, this is not going to be good.
Round one.
No way.
Fight.
I think I know who might this be.
Round two. Fight. Round three. Fight. KO. Round four.
this lag.
Final round. Fight. KO. You lose.
見ぬほど知らず。
Get ready for the next battle.
No, I'm playing online matches
Tu
only.
crois sûrement pas que tu peux me battre. 手加減いらんで。
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight. lose.
Oh, I'm not using a regular PS4 controller. I'm using a Harari 5-pad.
Get ready for the next battle.
I know I'm using Asuka. I think the other one was Lily. I mean Lily.
Tu crois sûrement pas que tu peux me battre.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh my god, it's lag.
KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight. Great. Final round. Fight. KO. You lose. ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight.
He rage quit, or the actual signal got lost. Ready for the next battle.
Entspannung. Du schaffst es.
Round 1. Fight. Ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight. Perfect. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. You win.
今日はこんぐらいで許したるわ。
the next battle.
Vamos lá. Eu vou chutar sua bunda até o inferno.
Round 1. Fight.
Vem aqui.
Round 2. Fight. KO.
Oh, wow.
Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight. KO. Final round. Fight. Get ready for the next battle.
I'm glad the online got patched. I just don't like the lag. Maybe it might be me streaming.
Round
that's why,
1.
or it might be better, you know?
Fight.
Oh, that lag saved them. Maybe not. Oh man, this lag. Oh wow, it might get disconnected. Yep, I got disconnected. Alright, one more match, and then that's it. I'm calling it a day. Hold on. Sorry, like I said, I don't get any privacy in my own house. Well, sorry about that. My cousin came by and he wanted to give me some food, so he gave me some food. Yeah, he gave me nice juicy burrito. A real burrito. So, I'm gonna take a bite while I wait for online opponents. You know what, guys? I'm gonna call it a day. I already told you everything I liked about Tekken. If you haven't seen what I like about it, I'm gonna leave the video here. Watch it from the beginning. Okay, one more fight, and then I'll call it quits.
Get ready for the next battle.
Ooh, okay. Alright, one more bite for my juicy
Round 1. Fight.
Messed up. Oh, lucky. I was lucky.
KO.
I was lucky. I should have got hit.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, that was a hard one.
Round 3. Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight.
Okay, I'll accept this revenge. I'm not messed up like that. I want to get another fight for my burrito. Oh, I told you throughout the whole stream I really love Tekken. As simple as that.
Round 1. Fight.
He might win this round. Oh, wow. That was clutch.
Round 2.
That was clutch.
Fight. KO.
He got better. He really got better.
Round 3.
From the last match.
Fight. KO. Round 4. Fight.
Oh, that is okay. You got lucky. That was good.
You lose.
Oh, like I said on my description on the bottom, it's a Q&A thing of why I like Tekken. So go ahead and ask me some questions about Tekken. And I will answer them. Thank you for joining in my stream. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, I'm bringing commentary. It's not really about my combos or anything. I'm not a pro player. I'm just here to talk about why I like Tekken. If you go back like a few hours ago, I was playing story mode and giving my commentary on it. But if you guys like to hear more of it, just send me a comment and I will answer it. Tell me who your mains are. But for real, I think this is gonna be my last match, and then I'm gonna call it.
Round 1. Fight.
Why did he whip that?
KO.
Why did he whip that?
Round 2. Fight.
He was cornering me. I had no choice.
3. Fight.
He has those quick little hands. I'm dead.
KO.
He has quick jabs.
Round 4.
Like for real.
Fight.
He dodged. Oh, never mind. I'll accept the burrito. I'm not messing. I want to bite another my burrito. Sorry. I'm sorry if I'm eating in stream, but I haven't ate all day. I woke up at 12:30. He should have, you're right. But not a lot of people are pros in this Tekken game because they're getting a lot of people, a lot of new players now because of this game. And I like that. It's cool. Because everybody's all hearing it from the pro Tekken players, and then anybody who's coming from other games are like listening to Tekken now. So like I said, this stream's not about me and my combos or tournament things. I'm only saying this because I want to talk about why I like Tekken. Like I said, I can ask me your questions and about why I like the franchise, and I will answer. Play one more online for sure, one more online, and then that's it. I am gonna stop, eat, and enjoy the rest of my day.
Get ready for the next battle.
I wish I had more people on stream earlier so they could, you know, saw me play story mode and talk about my commentary on it. But it will be uploaded on YouTube soon. That's its own thing. Oh, I'm not gonna win. That's it. I'm not gonna win. First Kuyu, he's no. I'm barely on 4. Why did I break the ground?
Round 1.
Why? The ground was fine. Whoa. Yeah, he ain't messing up. Oh no, never mind. That was luck.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Stop it, I'm already in the corner.
KO. Round 3. Fight. Perfect.
He ain't playing around.
Round 4. Fight.
Just even salty. He doesn't accept. Alright. I'm gonna return to the online menu. Well, this was my journey at Tekken 7. And I love the game, I love the franchise. It's really great and awesome. just, as soon as I started playing Tekken 2, got my own copy, with my mom gave me the PlayStation, there was... I just fell in love with the series ever since, and it's different from any other fighting game I used to fight at the time. It still is. I like my friend Harada, and I should tell you the story right now because I actually got to meet Harada at the street, and it's funny how I met him. He was walking down the street without his glasses with his previous sunglasses, and I'm like, is that Harada? And so he took back his sunglasses, like, oh, that's Harada! Oh, I gotta take a picture with him. I went up to him, I asked him nicely, can I take a picture with you, a selfie? And he was like, yeah, of course. And I told him the story how I got into Tekken. And he's like, whoa, wait up. I was about to get your lunch. You want to join? And I got to join with Harada at lunch. We were talking. And I got to tell him thank you for keeping Tekken alive. And it was really amazing. And I'll tell you the story right now real quick. Like I said, my mom bought me a PlayStation 2. I'm not a PlayStation 1 for Christmas. She had 2 jobs. She didn't have enough money, but yeah, she bought a PlayStation 1 for me. When she bought me a PlayStation 1, there was a demo disc that had Tekken 2. It was only 2 playable characters. One was Leia, of course, and the other one was June. And I kept on playing the demo until it burned out. Until I saved enough money and bought my own copy of Tekken, you know, just doing mowing the lawn, working really hard, etc., etc. And there was multiple reasons why I liked June. Was her moveset and everything, but her ultimate costume was her with the denim shorts and the denim shirt. It was like straight up, like I said earlier, it was my mom, like she was young. So I straight up like, you know what, I'm gonna use June. So the game is that I know it's I wish you would at some point as a DLC, but yeah, Tekken. I'm happy that the franchise has succeeded. It surpassed Street Fighter V. And I just don't know what to say. It's really I don't know what's going to be hold within the new series of Tekken. I don't have my glasses, so I can't see who's endings who. I'm trying to look for one more. Oh, they're alphabetized, so. There we go. Especially there's going to be Tekken across Street Fighter, and I can't wait to see the Street Fighter characters work in this Tekken. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys go back and see the commentary of what's going on. I'm going to say have a nice day, and like my video, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, it's Story Mode. Story Mode on Facebook as well, also on my YouTube page if you're watching it from there. And And yeah, it's very hard. I have awkward goodbyes. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Tune in to my channel for more commentary. I'm going to upload 2 episodes of 2 guests, and then I'm going to interview Harada in Evo, and I'm going to interview Wooly from Super Best Friends and his own channel, Wooly Versus. And I'm going to interview Kitty Kaboom at Evo. She's a cosplay model. Stay tuned to that. Thank you, and have a nice day.